Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath. So good to have you joining me today, sharing some energy with you. Thanks for inviting me in. Lacrimosa. That's the word. It's the word that's been dancing, but not really dancing. It's a funeral dirge written by Mozart. He only composed 8 bars of it before he passed away. And ironically, it essentially predicts his dying day, as Lacrimosa, in translation, is weeping and tears and mourning. It's associated with the Virgin Mary for the great mourning she did for her son, the Christ. Lacrimosa. The rest of the Requiem was written by others because, of course, while he is composing whatever heavenly music, I'm sure he cannot compose from the grave. Why does this matter to you today? There are a few messages that my angels gave me as I was listening to this. I've been intentionally building in more meditation into every area of my life, making myself take social media breaks and doing all the things so that I can be a better channel. There's been a lot of ascension and a lot of up-leveling. I've been under heavy tutelage with a lot of metaphysical professors, and it's been intense, guys. A lot of things. But this is a message, I think, for you. There's something about you having written, I'm hearing written the Requiem too. Meaning, the rest is up to you. There is something here. The channeling is this. I just want to get to it because it's like, it's so dense. And I'm like, how do I say this? Someone began to write something. They wanted something to happen in your life. They wanted a narrative. They wanted a story that they were writing to be the truth. They wanted that very badly. And there's a bloodletting that's happening instead. The connection to the song that I'm going to put here is not the original song at the tempo that Mozart wrote it. I'm like channeling bar sheet music in front of me, and I'm seeing the treble and the bass clef. This is not the original tempo that he wrote it at. This is slowed down. So some DJ did something, the one that I was attracted to for the meditation. And I was like, this is bizarre. For meditation, I might do singing bowls, I might do root chakra grounding music, whatever. There's so many delicious things, guys. Please do some of your own personal homework and go research some sound meditation for you. Okay? Where you're not guided. There's wonderful guiding, there's binaural beats, there's a whole bunch of things. But something about that music is very primal. See what you gravitate to. In any case, someone wanted something to be true, and there's a bloodletting that's happening. The one that I'm going to connect is slowed down 500%, and so it's cinematic. The score is cinematic in and of itself. The drama of it, the end of his life, it was like his whole life was culminating to this one moment where he writes this music, prophetically speaking, that it's the end. Someone with their own pen wrote your end, and now it's an end that they're living, but in slow motion, like a crash. You want to look away, but you can't. You want it to stop, but it's already in motion. I'm channeling the butterfly effect. This is intense because this is nothing you would hope for them. And this is nothing you would want for them or wish for them. But someone was not your fill in the blank, whatever. Whatever role, family, friend, spouse, lover. They were an enemy. And so there is this fate that's playing out before them. Weeping and mourning. And gnashing of teeth. Why does this matter to you? The angel said because they want you to release. And that's washing through me. You're supposed to release. You're not supposed to watch the movie. It would disturb your peace. Guys, if you guys knew the way that people maybe talked, or the things they thought or said, the plots and the schemes that danced in their head like visions of sugar plum filled with hate and mercury and lead. Someone wanted you weighed down, distraught. They did a lot to not cooperate or to gaslight or to abuse in whatever way that you had to reconcile and transmute that energy. They enjoyed it, is what the angel said. They said it was entertainment to them. And the angel said, well then so shall it be. The collective's life will be a movie. And in every movie, there is a scene that could play out like this. But what you will know for sure, my good sir, my good sis, is that when you listen to this work by Mozart, you will understand exactly what part of the movie you're in. And it feels poetic because it's the only part where evil doesn't win. This is the demise of the villain. This is the realization that sinks in. That all of their machinations and all of their plotting and scheming and gaslighting and illusions really were new scenes in a much different movie that they will play in. Main character, they wanted to be it. Weeping tears will make sure they see it. Their karma is upon them. And it's different than even what they wish for you. Because the people bloodletting, of course, collective, it's not you. That's ancestral work. That's what they do. And no one, you know, mama bears and daddies with their babies. Ain't nobody touching you. And parents have a way of overreacting when they've seen someone trying you. Now, the full circle, very interesting thing about this is they wrote a script for you. Wanted to see things happen to you. Was hoping shit would go left. Or praying on your downfall. What did Biggie say? Pray and pray on my downfall. Didn't want you to live a juicy life at all. Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Whatever happened in your scenario or situation where someone didn't know very well who you were. They were trying to hold you back. Didn't want you to reach for the stars. Yeah. Now they will have to live behind those bars. Whatever that is for them. And worse for them is the haunting. When you listen to the rest of the Requiem, when you listen to the tears and mourning that Mozart bled out as part of his last breaths. He made a masterpiece because it is your enemies who will be bereft, and he plays a score. There is this music that is narrating death. It's scorpionic energy. It's something as empaths, earth angels, the collective, you need to be comfortable with. You've gone through it. We're not wishing an actual thing on anybody because we have no heaven or hell to put anyone in. That's not our job and that's not our business. But that didn't stop them, did it? It didn't stop them from plotting or scheming or literally wishing that you fell off the face of the earth. And so the ancestors said, we see you and you are being raised. Now play Mozart's Death Dirge. Scorpionic energy transforms. It kills, eviscerates, resurrects anything it touches. In its lowest and highest vibration, it is here to teach us lessons about who we are. It's here to teach us about our passions, our lust, our obsessions, our taboo thoughts, the occult, spirituality, other people's money, power, aggression, jealousy. And that's what motivated the people that were karmically your enemies. They were living in that vibration. At the end of scorpionic energy, it's always here to teach us about transformation. In this age of Aquarius, that is rife with receipts, rife with karmatic, real spiritual accountability, it is only fitting that it would end with a Mozart symphony. My God. It's almost like someone wrote this. Oh yes, someone did. Your enemies. And unfortunately, those sins of the mother and father shall be passed down to their kids. Figuratively speaking. So, Mozart wrote music about literally when our eyes are leaking, when we're in emotion, when we're water. Also associated with Scorpio, that deep well of emotion. Scorpio also rules manipulation. And if someone was playing whatever games they are playing, that will now become their station. They get to take over those controls. Will they handle them as well as you did, collective? When you did it in the dark, in your dark night of the soul, and or your internal reckoning, you will learn things, and that's the magic of scorpionic energy. It's always a great teacher because it gets you down to your most primal self. All of those ugly urges, all those things we hide, all those things where the damp darkness resides, that's scorpionic energy. But it helps us to cleanse our vibe, find our tribe, and actually unapologetically thrive. Scorpio is selfish. But back to black. This music is not music you would play for an attack. It's not music you would play because someone wants to come back. It's not music you're playing because love's beginning again. It's music you play when things have come to an end. And for the ones that came against you, collective, things are ending, but in slow motion. It doesn't mean it's going to take them forever to get it or to feel it. It means that the ancestors are amused and they're watching us like Netflix. This is their favorite part, they said, because every dastardly evil that was wished against you will be the nightmares that live in their head. they said they wrote it themselves. They gave them a lot of power against you at a time. They cloaked you. They hid those beautiful wings. They hid those wise, deep, sacred things that you knew, made you seem simple and easy to get over and play with. And they said, now, write for the simpleton what you wish. Would you be kind? Would you have mercy? Since they're so silly, would you have mercy? Or would you want to see them have the worst of everything? And they wrote and they wrote. They're back in 5th grade. They just showed me them writing and writing till the timer stops. Yeah, they wrote a great story. They're fantastic creative writers. And now they will get to live that out till the music stops. Or until the fat lady sings. Which one is it? For the life that they've created, they will never see stranger things. Guys, that's your message. Listen to that song, and what you do with that is not worry for them or even pray for them. You already prayed for them. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Have mercy on them. They did not know that they were betraying you, because if I am an extension of you, then what did my enemies do? Play it and release whatever bitterness, whatever anger, and know that you could not have done it better. And you can release any empathic guilt, any Christ consciousness. You've got to forgive every sin. You're a human. And what did they teach you about your Scorpionic energy? To get in touch with it, to exist in its depravity, to understand and be one with it so that you can understand your own duality, and then dust off those pretty wigs and take your lessons, because we don't sleep and lay down with fleas. Whatever will befall them will be something that they wrote for themselves to bring them to their knees. Listen to the song and release. Give gratitude, give thanks, because you were cloaked so that someone could write their own end, their own demise. Someone could weep and shed tears from their own eyes and be in mourning, because they brought about, in every way, quite figuratively, the end of their life, their days, the haze, the confusion, the lies. They will now be swimming in the sea of just trying to keep up with whatever reality they wrote for you. And you'll be off luxuriating, I hope, my dear empresses and emperors. We have relaxing work to do, because you've already done the dark night of the soul. You've already gone through the stages of grief. You've already reconciled with being whatever happened to you. You have spiritual ascension work to do. But first, let's attend the funeral. Play the dirge. Listen and release. I have to laugh because I think it's very Scorpionic energy. There is a certain humor in the magic of death. We died, didn't we? Died to our ego, died to ourselves, died to our soul, died to our ideal, died to the idolatry of the tower that we had built. How dare it fall and crumble? How dare we have to put ourselves back together again, collective? But we did. So they wrote a score, and now it will play out. That's none of your business. You did your part, and also you fully understand what death is about. We have that advantage. That's the one thing that happens for us spiritually when we die to ego and we start doing a lot of this soul work, shadow work, dark work, Scorpionic work, really. You actually do know what it feels like to die. That's something we don't know in our actual waking, living bodies, right? None of us know what the mystery is. Some people have had near-death experiences. They've come back. They've told us. So we're getting glimpses. And I really believe so many of those accounts are so powerful. And I've had my own. But what we don't know what it's like is what happens when we're really, really over there. What kind of work are we doing? And that's the last mystery that we have. But on this earth, spiritually, we've died many deaths. And it's really what you're called to do. I want to leave this last message with you about you and whoever is going to be receiving karma. Everyone has a choice, just like you did, to choose the more intense road towards spiritual ascension and growth. Everyone, including the people that you may feel whatever you feel about. They were also given that choice. Sometimes you are their test, their choice, the earth angel. It's very much giving a lot of Disney. It's very much giving a lot of, parables. It's very much giving the Bible. Like, stuff really plays out this way. And you chose, and they chose too. So don't feel... Stay humble, because it could have easily been you. It's not easy to do what we've done, and we're not so great. It hurts. But what I will tell you is that it takes work. And sometimes people just don't want to do the work. And you can be upset. For some of you guys that are coming fresh off a twin flame journey, why won't they acknowledge and see whatever? What I wish I could fast forward you to know is they will. They already do. They have. They are. It's always and already happening. I know you may not have got the actual feedback about it yet, but it's already happened. They know. But that's not why you were there. It wasn't the sex or the romance or the allure or the connection. It was for your scorpionic ascension. You had to die. And nothing like that twin flame can cause an ego death. I wish I could fast forward you to the way you won't care, the way it'll be laughable, the way you'll be so grateful it's over, all the rest of it. You won't want them back. It's funny. It's funny later. If you're new here, it's not going to be so funny. You think I'm cruel and evil. I promise you, baby, I got you. You're going to get through this. There's tons of videos here. Check out the works this. But what I'm telling you is this. You've died. If it's something else, if you had to leave behind a part of yourself, your body, a partnership, friends, family, that's what happens when we ascend. There are many deaths that happen again and again and again. And Scorpionic energy in its beautiful, radiant, magical, just ethereal side is getting you comfortable with the fact that you have just died. Surprise! Same, death, okay? It makes the death beautiful. It aches so good to rip out of your skin and step into this new life, this new timeline, and let something begin new. Let that seep all the way down into you. It hurts. It's growing pains. You remember them. But then you get the result of whatever was causing that pain. And so it's time to evolve again. They're asking you to step out of the shell and the body that you're in and step into a new one. They're asking you to molt. You have to evolve. It's going to hurt. It's going to cause fear. It's going to make people around you uncomfortable, and you cannot care. It started out about the karmics and the end of a death, but the angels are going to wrap it all the way back to us collective. Because while they may give you a little bit of tea about what's going back on over there, they said, don't turn around, Lot's wife. We'll always give you the energetic, spiritual radio tea. So you never have to be fully meshed in knowing, because we never want to trigger thee. But they said, but we still need you to be growing. And part of that twin and or mirrored relationship is death will be happening for both of you. They just won't be handling it the same way that you would do. Because we're very familiar with the repetition of an ending. It's a new season, so that means something is ending, and now something new is beginning. A new season of life is beginning for you. I'm literally opening my hands like lotus to you. It is time to do the ascension work you have to do. It is time to release whatever is holding you back. And this is so painful, guys. There is nothing that I tell you and that I teach you that I don't walk through. Happiness is downloading. That's what they want you to know. We did the fume. Let's go to the wake. Let's go to the repast. Let's have a drink. Let's have a drink. What ethnicity or nationality are you? How do you celebrate your dead? It makes me think of the movie Coco. and the beautiful, rich celebration and honoring that happens there. And why your ancestor altar is important here too, or ancestor altar care. I literally have to freshen mine up. My dad was just telling me he wants like a tray that has watermelons on it. He used to grow watermelons in his front yard. So like, gotta get that done. Some fresh sunflowers, you know. So I, you know, skip to my little, my darling. We're gonna snap to it. But someone here might need to freshen up their ancestor altar, put some fresh water out, or rum, or whatever your folks were into. Ancestors. Why did we get on that? See how he just hijacked it? Dad, can we go back? What happened? What was I talking about, guys? Ancestors, altars, death, endings, joy, cocoa, beautiful, honoring. Thank you. So we need to honor our ancestry and honor our dying process, not just our ancestors. That's what I was trying to get to, because these people that were writing up against you and writing their own script for misery, like, they were teachers in their own way. Everybody has a part to play, and everybody has a choice to make, and I want you to honor this death. You know, now we're at the wake. That's what they said. And so dance and sing and celebrate the new life that's beginning for you and the old thing that had to die for you. You've done enough crying, guys. You've already done Mozart's whole thing there, okay? You've been weeping in the morning. Weeping doesn't endure for night, but joy comes in the morning time, and it's not yet time for joy. I'm not crazy, y'all. I know we tiptoeing into like we barely okay for several days, but joy's coming, and I will be forecasting it. I will definitely be, you know, yelling out prophetess energy, you know, like, hey, alert, joy is coming. I'm channeling this song right now. Joy is coming. It's Artemas is what I think it is. The picture is so disturbing to me. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it hits. That shit's so hot. Y'all, I don't know how we got there. That song is so destructively, disgustingly hot. That's Scorpionic energy. Maybe they need you to understand more about that real quick. The Scorpionic energy is very much renowned always for ruling sex, but it's because it rules the sexual organs, guys. So it doesn't guarantee that someone Scorpionic will be good in bed. What it does guarantee is that they will fuck with your head, and that's what makes anybody good in bed. That part. Message. All right. So a little bit of free information there for you. But in any case, that song is like, that's the definition of Scorpionic energy, is addiction, attraction, secrets, rejection, bullshit. Just listen to that song. Maybe I'll try to connect that. I don't want you guys to be manifesting that, but have you lived if you haven't had something as toxic and delicious as that? And that's the magic of Scorpionic energy, is you need to understand the depths of your own depravity in order to get into anything healthy, in order to have just regular joy. Who are you really when the light's off? And I'm not just talking about your sex or sexual energy specifically. What I mean is, what are your kinks, like spiritually, energetically? What is going on with you that you require or need, or what toxic things you find yourself getting into? Oh, look at how the angel is transmuting that. Because I was like, how do I get out of that song and make this into a lesson? And they were like, because the song is a lesson. The song is, first of all, hypnotic, Scorpionic energy. The song pulls you in. Scorpionic energy is an undertow. And it's toxic as fuck right away. You know it is. You're still listening. You're hooked. You'll not stop singing that song for the rest of the day once you listen. I almost feel guilty. Like, I need to have you sign a disclaimer and apologize for even putting this on you. But it's also hot, because it's full of bullshit. It's full of all the bullshit, and it's full of the hope and the dream and the future faking. Don't you want to make me proud? Because I'm so proud of you. The shit is hot. If you've ever been in a relationship like that, you know. If you know, you know. But what I will tell you is that relationship is there to help you grow. And that's Scorpionic energy, is transformation for growth, for your greatest growth, for your highest ascension. Even if you are manifesting that relationship, can you have that relationship in a healthy way? Is there a way to have it healthy? When you have the depravity of it, then maybe you need the other side of the duality, but now you'll know how to balance it. And that is the beautiful end of Scorpionic energy. Something will die. Your soul, your dignity. Listen to the song. You'll see what I'm saying. it's so hot and it's so delusional. What does he say? I'm going to hit it from the back just so you don't get attached. The lies we tell. The lies we tell. Yes, hitting it from the back. How many of our dumb asses, right? That's the way to not get attached. Anyway, it's hilarious and laughable now as an empath, now that I understand how energy works. Not just sex. Obviously, you knew that before being an empath. But what I'm saying is, look at the delusion of the world. Like, I felt like such a Mima and an auntie. I was like, this is how come everybody's fucked up. Message: your heart chakra is connected to your cervix. So when someone's blowing your back out from the back or from the front, you are falling. Feels like I'm falling in love. That's what I'm channeling. Could it be I'm falling in love? No, you're falling in lust. Someone's literally massaging your heart chakra. So no matter where they're hitting it from, you gonna like them, and they could be a whole F-boy. Scorpionic energy is the house of F-boys, okay? If there was a fraternity to pledge, they'd be Kappa, Phi, Alpha, F-boy, okay? Them and Sagittarius. Sagittarius really, but Scorpio too. Close second, okay? Scorpio's better at it, though. He would be the king of the F-boys. Sagittarius would be like the prince of the F-boys. Maybe that's another video for another day. The point is, understand your Scorpionic energy, make peace with it, celebrate the death of whatever you did. And we started off with something. The people that were wishing whatever upon you are going to be living it. Now go listen to the song, do your homework, guys. Put it to bed, release it, laugh, cry, whatever we need to do. But come back, we'll do it together. We'll evolve together, me and you. So good sharing energy with you. Have a great day.